Stop chasing, man. Y'all get on in here. Y'all get on in here. Come on. Doop, 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 doop. Y'all get on in here. Listen, today, as usual, we are going to go over some profitable setups so that you can earn some money, so that you can better take care of yourself and your family, so that you can buy your freedom and start to live life on your terms. Okay? Y'all get on in here. Doop, doop, doop. Hey, look, I'm gonna just I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. We don't miss. We don't miss. We don't miss. Alchemist, what up, bro? Andres, what up? We don't miss. Meta went crazy. We took Path, that went crazy. These are two calls that we took directly on this live. Right? I went over 4 yesterday that we took and they all hit. This is another. So add 2 to that for this week. That's 6 plays from this week is Thursday. How we got more plays than days in the week? How we got more plays than days in the week? Who we got in here? Wise, what's going on? Joy, how you feeling? Miss Fruitful, good to see you. QTZ, what up, what up? Tanviri, I see you. LaRue, what it do? Andres, good to see y'all. Hey, look, as y'all come in here, hit the like button. Listen, we're going to quickly go over, what we did, but we're going to get to the setups that are brewing now because, those plays are in the past. We made the money. Now we on to the next, okay? So I'm gonna walk through what we went through just for everybody joining. I just got to do this. I got to do it. I got to shout y'all out, man. Because what is a community with a community not eating? All right, so we just gonna go through the day. All right, we just gonna do a little roll call. I want to see who's also here that made money. Right? We don't even need to go to yesterday. We just gonna go from day to day. Right? I don't even got to go to yesterday to show you what happened. I'm just gonna go from straight to day, y'all. I'm gonna go from straight to day. All right, these are today's profits. We not riding the wave of something that happened weeks ago. All right. All called today and on my live yesterday or on Isaiah's live. Between the TPC R2 lives, you guys have more than enough opportunities to make plenty of money. Let's get it. All right, that's yesterday right there. So look, shout out to Drez. All right, shout out to Drez. 46% on IWM, and then came back with another 31% on IWM. Glow Love, 33%, 53%. With Netflix, she caught Netflix, right? 53% on Netflix, and look at where it's out to, right? I think she also got into that trade late. Ash Cash, they call her Ash Cash for a reason. 112%, 42%, 40%. Where are y'all able to get this? Look at the time, yo. We are able to get this before 7 a.m. Somebody tell me. Ikechi, 641. What did Ikechi catch? What was that? Applied. Right? 20% for Ant on Applied. MRK, y'all. I called this today. I said we taking it at open. What did we do? We took it at open and we ate. Right? 20% on that. Some people held and got more. Right? We got a 132% banger on Meta, which was called yesterday. All right? $709 in Meta. Before 7 a.m. Somebody just raise your hand in the chat if outside of trading you made $700 before 7 a.m. I'm just curious. All right. Shout out to Rich Chick, 40%, 33%, right? Just multiple bangers before 7 a.m. All right. Michelle came through with, it looks about almost 16%. Big Dog Ronald came through, took his account to 2,500. Right? Look at that jump right there. Look at that. Come on. Michelle came back with another 4. Right? And Spy. IWM just been eating all day. There were multiple opportunities to eat in IWM. All right. Roswell came through 41%, man. 33%. All right. 122% by Yusuf on this MRK put that was called at open, right? Look at Jay Bird, got their first honey bun. I don't know if it's their first. It might be, this might not even be the first. I'm just assuming, right? 126% on a put, right? Then came back with another 19%, right? These are new people in the group. 60%. I think his first day was a couple days ago. Best Beezy, 47%. Ain't nothing new. Then came back with another 115%. Nothing new about this. 75% for Keisha. Best B came back and hit him again, 150%. Then 35 on MRK. Right? No extendo. Double honey bun. I'm gonna tell you now, y'all. If you're not in this movement, I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna join it. Right? We're getting better by the day. We're getting more accurate by the day. We're going deeper by the day. People are getting more money by the day. Kenny came through. What is it? $800 on the day. $742 on the day. Dr. Natalie came through. She's saying not much, but 220 before 730. I like it. Come on. Green Queen coming through. It just doesn't stop, y'all. Paper stacking made his money, right? $670 in the day on that one trade. Came back and hit him for another $49, right? Barry Bezos, Barry Bloomberg, we call him Bezos. Hit Meta for 56%, right? Little small loss on the apply, but look, $10. But he made 60, then made 215 and 45. It's a paper cut. All right. Swift came through with the 51%. I mean, yo, I can keep going all day. This tab doesn't stop, and I don't want to miss anybody. Damian D. Goods, right? He came through with a what is this? Where's the percentage gain on this? Well, he made $11 profit. I'm not sure what the exact percentage is on this particular one. Solid. Zoe came through 23.5%. Come on, 30% KP. I see you. Nard came through with the 50%, right? Had to come get a 50 piece on him real quick. 337% he came back and hit him with on the IWM puts. I'm sorry, QQQ puts. It gets nasty. It gets nasty. All right. Glass Hallfield came through and smacked them up for multiple honey buns. Smacked them up. IWM 23%. Right? Shout out to Dreads with another base hit. P. Bryant came in and got on him. $123, 23%. All right. A honey bun by Jay Skrilla. Right? Keisha with 60%. This is today, my friends. Right? 1100 by Doc. Right? 132%. Best B came back and smacked them again. All right. Eleanor came through court Netflix 46%. Mind you, a lot of these people are getting in Netflix late and still getting these kind of gains, y'all, because we called it out right here on YouTube Live. Right? Again, we're going to have more details in the group because we can't come here on live and give y'all every single thing because throughout the day, different things change. So that's the benefit of being in the group and being around this type of energy, right? If you trading by yourself, this is what you're missing out on. 50% Ken Lee, right? 97% by Big D. Come on, Big D. I'm gonna give you a honey bun on that. 97, that's a honey bun. 3%, we ain't gonna trip about that. QTZ with the honey bun on IWM. Best BZ came back with another 25%. We talking about, y'all, 113%, 159%. We're talking about consistently you guys have been watching this channel, watching Zay's channel, and seeing us consistently talk about multiple honey buns, multiple opportunities to double your money, get 50% on your money. This is not something that just is like a everyday thing anywhere else you may go. Right? And I know you get the little fake screenshots from people across the internet and all, and it'd be a random time. You can go and look in our profit section every single day and see the proof. Okay? 158% from Fisher for life. I would definitely call you a Fisher for life. 158%. Come on. Right? Curtis Holdings, let's go. 760 on the day. Yo, it doesn't stop. 75% Mimi. Daily Bread, 149%. 422% on IWM by Ant, yo. Yo, shout out to Ant. Shout out to all y'all. Right? A Wonder, 179%. WAP. I can't make this stuff up, yo. I cannot make this stuff up. 62%. Who else? I'm not missing nobody. Keisha, Fair Value Gap. Fair Value G Dollars. Right? $1,700 he made. Well, $290. I'm sorry, $290 on the profits. That was the risk. All right, a honey bun by Rich Chick on Netflix. Jay Skrilla hit him for another honey bun. And another honey bun on Netflix. That's 2 honey bun. All right. That's enough, y'all. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Because if you got to see more than that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be real with you. If you got to see more than that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be real with you. How y'all feeling, man? It's good to see y'all. Doop! Y'all get on in here. Okay, yeah. Life of Joy. She got her first honey bun. Shout out to you. Tanvery said between my Google and video calls from that yesterday was down 700 market open after catching IWM. There we go. Come on, man. Doop! Ash Cash, I see you. P, what up? Subsistence, what's going on? He said, hey, y'all gonna start without me. Hey, we gotta get to it. We ain't go over no levels yet. We just giving everybody in the group the shout out. Y'all was on fire today. All right. So I just wanted to make sure I shouted out everybody that posted in the profit section. I know it's probably some other people that didn't get a chance to post their profits. But when y'all do, post y'all profits, y'all. This is what we want to show people. This is what the TPC is all about. Right? And here go the thing. The more that you guys earn, the better that you get, the better that we get. And when I say we, I mean the people right next to you, the collective, right? When they see those profits, they like, all right, let me get my mind right, because there's somebody else just like me that joined this group at the same time and they getting the results. What am I not doing? All right. It's going to keep you accountable, right? When I was trading by myself, that's when I lost the 50 grand. I tell you that story all the time, right? You come together with people, right? You can go much further than what you're going to go by yourself. All right. So if y'all are ready to make that decision, the link is always in the description of all my videos. All right. We're going to jump into some plays because that's what y'all here for, right? That's what y'all here for. Nah, for sure, Ant. We going to get it every day. All right. We're going to jump into it. Let's jump into it. All right. I need them to understand this real quick. Hold up. Look at Netflix real quick, y'all. Look at Netflix. Just look at it. I want y'all to take a moment and look at what happens on a breakout. And then I want to show you something. Right? So it blew through our first target. We still going. Right? We still going. It won't have any real resistance until up here at $94. I'm not saying that it won't take a day off, right? Because when you're running like that, sometimes you get tired. So it might take a day off, but this is the destination. All right? And we have until May to get there. Right? We're going to get there a lot before May, but hopefully if we can get there like next month, right? That would be beautiful. Because at that point, we could really evaluate whether we want to stay in or get out and then get in again once it clears out this bearish order block. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trading, y'all, on Netflix. All right, we called this to the T, right? It's still going. It still has room. And I love how people that didn't take it out to May were able to still take the technical levels and get in it and play it on the weekly or to next week. Right? That's smart trading. All right. If I make a call for a certain expiration date, it's not law because I don't know what is in your account. I'm getting into trades based off of what I see and what I want to get into, what I want to spend. Right? So you do have to adjust to make it make sense for you and your personal capital. So shout out to the people that were able to see like, oh, this is pumping. I could get in here for the week or, for a couple weeks. I'm not going to be able to stay in as long, but I could definitely get some money. You actually wind up making more than we did. Right? You got the people that got in for a couple weeks wind up making more than we did. All right, let's go to Path. Look at Path, y'all. We called this on live yesterday. It did exactly what we said it was going to do. We took profits. And look at why we took profits. It's continuing to just reject off of this thing. So since today was a confirmation day, we wanted to just make sure we just secured those profits. When we get the closure outside of this wedge, what are we going to do? We're going to hit them again. That's how you work it. All right. JPM. I told y'all, I was like, JPM is probably going to get one more day, but feel free to take profits. Right? We had people that took profits and they left runners, and today they ate even crazier. At the highest today, JP Morgan was up to like 309. Right? Like clockwork. And last but not least, we caught Meta. Right? We caught Meta right there on live yesterday. We caught it. We didn't stay in it long. We took them profits off. I think most people got like between like 30 and 40% on Meta. All right. I'll be interested again in Meta when it clears 677. I know that's a ways away, but for right now, I want to see it clear that. I may take it intraday if it clears this 663 level, right? But I gotta just see how price action is moving. I'm not gonna call that on a swing. Again, shout out to all of y'all doing y'all thing on a consistent basis, showing up, getting what you need. All right, Jamal, what up? I see you. Lynette says you got to do a deep dive and break down the TPC, the WAP for how for how you are the swing king. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely will. And yeah, if for those that are in TPC, anything we call here is going to be there too in the Swing King channel. So the plays will be there. All right. Genesis, what's going on? For those that are just joining, y'all hit the like button. We just went over again. If you were here on live yesterday and you didn't take the plays, we took the plays. They worked out. We got out the plays. Now we're about to find some more plays, and we're gonna do the same thing again. All right. That's what this is all about. Getting on here before the market closes. It says when they seal the deal, we are all taking vacation. Hey, Liz, funny. Hilarious. Forever Free Fitness. What up? What up? Adam, what up, bro? Man, y'all in here today. Shout out to all of y'all, man. We're gonna keep running it up, man. This is a beautiful thing. I love seeing y'all making money and seeing y'all come alive. Ozone Oso. Yeah, I mentioned crowd as well. One of y'all brought that to my attention. I believe it was Samuel that brought it to my attention. Shout out to Samuel. And it was a good setup. And I told y'all could go ahead and take it. I just didn't take it because I was already in a million plays. I just I don't like being like I be in like 3 plays sometimes at the same time, and I'll be like, all right, cool, but sometimes I don't like being in really more than that. You know what I mean? And it be a lot of plays. Like it's plays out there that it's times where it's like 5 plays in a single afternoon on YouTube. But I'm not gonna take all of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to y'all, yo. Y'all killed it. Again, for those that are just joining, man, Meta hit yesterday, crowd hit yesterday, or I'm sorry, today. We called it yesterday, it hit today. And Netflix as well. Netflix is continuing to go up. Shout out to all the people that got it out till to next year, and the people that are holding till May. It's still so much money to be made left in that, and you can really just sit back, like I said, with the twinkle toes and just kick your feet up, rub your toes together, and just let that cook and accumulate. All right. He's 2:30 meeting, so I'm a little late. Hey, it's all good. We was just giving shout outs to the people that posted in the profits today. All that money that was made today. Right? All right, let's get to it. Let's get to these charts, y'all. This is what y'all here for. We're gonna get right into it. Oh damn, I forgot about MRK. Call MRK at open. Y'all see what this did? Call MRK smooth at the open. Let me show y'all the setup on MRK. When you see this, you take this. All right. MRK was exhausting itself, right? It went up, made a little bull flag, exhausting itself, right? Low volume. It was exhausted to the upside. It finally failed and created a 3 candle. Okay, this is using the strat method. When something fails a high and forms a 3 candle, you are just waiting for that 2 the next day. You can also take this on the 30-minute. You can also take this setup on the hourly, the 2-hour, and so forth. But it's so potent on the daily. So when we got this 3 rejection, which was also an engulfing, a bearish engulfing, why do y'all think I was like, yo, let's take this right at open? Because all it needed to do was break previous lows. That's all we needed to see. We ain't need to see nothing else. It did that. We got in, wrote it down, made big money, but we didn't even stay the whole time. There's people that stayed the whole time and made, a honey bun or higher on that. So this is a beautiful setup. Whenever y'all see a 3-2, let it actually turn into a 2 that clears out the previous candle low. Slam it. All right. Especially when they're in opposite sectors. I tell y'all this all the time. If you see a 3-2 setup to the downside in healthcare, and you see a setup for a pump or a bullish sentiment in tech, that is usually a strong signal that it is going to be a drastic drop, because a lot of times they're in opposition of each other. All right. So that's something that you really want to start to pay attention to. What sectors rotate at the same time? What sectors fire together? What sectors drop together, right? These are the little small nuances that just as you continue to get reps, you'll pick up on. All right. IWM did this thing too. Y'all see that IWM is green? Yeah, isn't it crazy that it's green 0.40% and y'all was catching puts in this all day long? This is why it pays to understand like the lower time frames, right? The 2-hour and being able to see it. Y'all, I believe a lot of y'all took it when it was rejecting off of the order block, right? So that's IWM. All right, now let's get into what we're gonna take today. All right, what we looking to take today? Let's kick it off with Amazon. I'll go to some others and then I'm gonna kick it to y'all for what y'all want to see. All right. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Nvidia was also on the watch list this morning. Called that for early entry. Didn't signal it, but I mentioned the early entry on the watch list, and I wound up missing my own play. And look what it did. Anybody that caught Nvidia today y'all ate crazy on this one. Y'all ate crazy on this one. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go Amazon. Because I think Amazon had a really nice setup. Again, y'all, as y'all are climbing in here, man, go ahead and hit that like button for me real quick. One time, just real easy, just doop. All right. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, Google. I say Amazon. Google is a go if it can close like bearish. It's slightly outside of this trend line that I drew right here. I don't like the size of this wick though. That wick is bigger than the body. So that's reversal territory. We don't want to touch that. But if we can in this next hour or so can come down, and close somewhere around like, let me move this ECAM thing out the way. If we can close somewhere like around 305, which I don't think is likely, I'd be very interested in it. But we'll keep an eye on that. All right, let's go to Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's not quite there yet. Again, y'all, I told y'all what we want to see on Amazon. If we can get a close, above 213, right? Make sure y'all write that level down. 213. If we can get above that, we'll be in really good shape to take calls on Amazon. All right. All right. I did want to look at Tesla. Yeah. Again, y'all, Tesla, we're just waiting for a break out of this trend line right here. Again, y'all, I'm gonna say this on a consistent basis as a reminder. The trend line is the friend line. It's going to always do you right. I'm telling you. It's literally there to protect you and to guide you. So as we are in this downtrend, there's really nothing to trade here. And as you can see, we're probably going to continue to consolidate down into this order block. But when we come down here, if we get, so say like in a couple of weeks, we come down to this area right here and we break out of this, woo, that's gonna give us about a $30 move. Easy. A $30 move easy as long as there's no early breakout or just random breakout. All right, let's see. Let's see what else is going on in here. Nah, not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Dollar General might be on to something. This might be a good one right here, y'all. I might have to take this one, y'all. I like this a lot, actually. Hold on. Yeah. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, Dollar General might be a play, y'all. The fail 2D is a late reaction on the weekly. Yeah, tomorrow it could come down and fail. I actually like this a lot. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Mm. Inside can't. Yeah, it's done that quite a couple times before. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep my eye out on Dollar General. I believe that we could get a nice little play out of Dollar General. I'm gonna come back to that in about 15 minutes. But I do like it to the downside. With this, with the way it's rejecting off of this bearish order block. I do like that a lot. If we could get it to come down even more, and maybe even flip this green candle, that'd be even better. But we still may be able to work with it. All right. So Dollar General, I'll come back. I'll circle back to it if I do decide to take it. All right. All right, y'all go ahead and send me what y'all got. Send me what y'all want to see me analyze so we can get some more money flowing in this group. Candy, hey, absolutely appreciate you as well for being here. No, absolutely, Jamal. Absolutely. It says, "Can you look at Snow and Microsoft?" Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you, Liz. Listen, if it's one thing y'all gonna do here is y'all gonna get paid. I also want to say this, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Hold up. Let me bring this. Let me bring this in real quick. I'm gonna say this. I'm a little disappointed in some people in the group, and the reason is because there were some people, and I've seen this a few times, so I'm not singling anybody out to today. But today it was extremely loud because it was such a great day in the group. All right. I want y'all to understand that when you have a good trade, right? A solid trade, I understand the feeling, how the endorphins be flowing. You be excited. It's addictive. You want to get back in there and make more money. But you got to learn how to say, I'm good. The more you can just be like, I'm good. The more you can do that, the more money you're going to make in this market. The people that know how to say I'm good with just anything in life always get the best results, because you know what you're removing? You're removing desperation, right? Desperation is saying, I need something else. I need something else. Now. Feed me more. Give me more. Stop. People have gone and made their biggest day, and because of that little thing, that little character flaw, end up giving their gains right back to the market, and then at some point start thinking like, damn, maybe this thing is not for me. No, it is for you. Here go the thing. We prove that something works, and then self-sabotage causes us to disprove it. You want to know why? That's why I got the meditations, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. This trading stuff, it goes way deeper than just a skill set. And this is something that I always got to pause and remind you about. It goes way deeper than just the skill set. It's who you are as a person. Okay? I'm gonna give y'all like just like a little example. All right. So our bodies, right? And just follow me on this. This is a rant, but it's always I'm always going to take you somewhere on the rant, right? Our bodies are they're truth tellers, right? Our body is like the communication between the spiritual world and the physical world. Our body always holds truth. If you even look at what body means, the definition, it's going to tell you enlightenment, whatever, in multiple languages. The word that has BODI or BODY in it, it always is surrounding the word truth. This is also why your body literally physically shows the decisions that you've been making. All right. Why am I talking about the body? Marcel, what does this have to do with trading? Everything. Your body holds a memory of who you tell it that it is. This is why when something seems to be going good for you, you squander it. You have a big day, then you have an even bigger loss day. You get something and then it slips through your hands. You do something and it's always canceling out, and that's what we call a rat race, my friend. Ain't going nowhere. Why? Because your body does not believe anything that's not true. For so long, you have been allowing your body to dictate these self-sabotaging habits, and they've gone unchecked. It's not a laughing matter or something that we can just laugh off when we give our money back to the market. No, that's telling. That is something that's very telling. And I'm only taking the moment to do this because, like, I really want y'all to win. Right? Me and Zay, we've been doing this. We're super good. Right? I'm telling you this because I understand on a deep level what it takes. It's not just the skill set. The teachings of how to do this is out there in the internet. Everybody can learn this. But there's a frequency that you got to get on, and a person that you have to become that allows you to hold it. All right. So if your body believes that you're a person that self-sabotages, it can never get outside of that. You can be handed a check for $1 million. It will go. You think it won't. I know a lot of people are like, man, if somebody gave me $1 million, my life would be good. No, it won't. No, it won't. Your body has no idea what to do with that. Your nervous system has no idea how to hold that. Your mind may. But again, we told you the body is the truth. So you could be intellectualizing things up here and saying what you want to do here. But in here, that's where you're eventually going to be pulled to magnetically. So it's important to start to condition yourself, right, on a subconscious level of what it is that you are and deserve. And you have to start to feel it in the body. This is where the body kicks in to the manifestations. The things that we say that we desire, there's nothing wrong with desire at all. But there's a ton of stuff wrong with desperation. So you can desire wealth, which is a long-term thing that you can embody and become. But it's desperation when you got to take 5, 6 trades after you already cooked. You already made your bread. Why are you going back for more? All right. Make your money. Take your profits. Reset. Bring yourself into a calm space. It's from that calm space that you're going to be able to make the best decisions. Every day, feel who this new version of you is. The reason that people always be like, get out your feelings. You're actually supposed to get in your feelings. Because the feelings are connected to the wiring of your nervous system. Right? It's the thing that is going to help you hold the new things that you're building is the foundation of feelings. Right? And I don't mean feelings like emotions. I mean feelings like you understanding what something actually feels like, the truth of what this new version is. Like I tell y'all, I'm like, there's certain reps and practices that you need to implement on a consistent basis. There are practices for the physical world, like exercising your body, that also have internal implications, right? There's practices like taking reps in the market to actually build your skill set. But then there's also the internal reps that need to be taken on a consistent basis, which is the meditation, which is the affirmation, which is the envisioning. And then last thing that drives it all the way home is the actual feeling, which leads to the embodiment of that new thing. And once all of those things are working together, you create an unstoppable organic force. Right? And that's how you get to the flow state. All right? We gotta limit the desperation. Desperation is literally saying, I'm missing something. And we're not missing anything. What do I say in the beginning of all my videos? Sometimes I don't even know if everybody understands why I say this, but I'm gonna tell you right now. When I say stop chasing, it's not just like, oh, don't chase after the stock. Just don't. No, stop chasing means learn how to be. Learn how to allow things to come to you. Notice I said allow. Learn how to allow things to come to you. The reason that you miss something in desperation is because desperation creates a rushed or sped up nervous system, an adrenaline that takes you out of your natural state of calm, which causes you to make bad decisions, which is why the more trades you take, the more you lose. If you think of every trade you take as you losing a little bit of mental capacity, and you also letting in a little bit of desperation, and you're coming from a place of lack, if you can look at a million trade, like you taking a ton of trades like that, you'll slow down. And when you slow down and everything around you slows down. Think about it. If you're driving fast, what is everything around you also doing? It's moving fast. So what does that mean? It's harder to hit. But when you slow down, you driving slow, you're like, damn, this city look a little different than I remember when I was zipping through this joint. I'm not trying to preach, but I do want y'all to understand that if you're gonna be becoming this person who you already are, you're really just peeling layers off of this, this fake version that you've created or that the world has assisted in creating, and just getting back to who you are. You're gonna have to start doing things at a slower pace. You're gonna have to start understanding that you don't lack anything. But when you do things like that send a message to your body that you lack, then you will start to lack. I ain't never seen somebody that had it all desperate. And when I say have it all, I don't just mean money. I mean, I've never seen a person who was happy, who was achieving the things or living in their purpose. I've never seen them desperate for anyone or anything. It's like, the idea that they assume, it's always like, hey, whatever happens is going to be best for me. It's just a permanent mindset of like, yo, whatever happens is for my good. I don't got to chase anything. Whatever falls off is for my good, right? Whatever comes around, anything is going to be for my good. But I don't have to go chase anything. All right. Y'all know I be ranting, man, but it comes from a pure place. You say journaling has definitely been, one of the hardest things to learn, and have never done it growing up in my young adult life. So seeing the value in it, but it's still, still sticking with it. Yeah, I'm telling you, Adam, like, right, it's everything in life that seems small is actually big, and the things that seem big are actually small. So you'll notice people online that be leading with their money, leading with their cars, leading with these frivolous things that we've created. They be small on the inside. And people that are just, like not so concerned with those things, they seem to be able to also attract it and get it. But there's a depth to them once you get to know them that is bigger and more beautiful than what may meet the eye. So you got to understand like the juxtaposition or the flip or the inverted nature of this world. All right. This is the reason why even in this industry, there's a lot of people that, on the surface, they're able to scoop up a lot of, a lot of clients through manipulation and different sales tactics and stuff like that. But as we continue further in the future, you're going to start seeing a lot of those people fall by the wayside. You're going to start seeing a lot of people starting to understand and get pulled closer and closer to the things that feel more real. All right. But shout out to you, Adam, for doing it, taking the action. Like you can't catch a break when you're overtrading. I'm telling you, QTZ. When you in that frantic state, man, trading is not for you. You don't ever want to be there. I'm telling y'all think this ain't no theory. I'm telling y'all things that I've done and healed from. Right? We're talking about a real process of understanding on a deep level after I've been through iterations of thinking I knew what I was doing and still realizing that I didn't know what I was doing. So I definitely went through this cycle. Had to just have a hard, I'm telling you, journaling is the go, Big D. Yep. You're like, yeah, man. You like made the most money this week, all year and last. There we go. Yeah, y'all. I just had to share that. That was on my heart, man. if we all gonna be in here, doing this, it's like we can't have people just getting like, you know what I mean? Like left behind for what? What was the point of going crazy today? If we gonna go off on our own and do some other stuff. All right, what's your point? So I got that a couple of weeks ago. I had to step, but yeah. I hate superficial parts of life and people. That's why I love being a part of TPC. Get to the real deal, not superficial at all. I appreciate that, Michelle. I appreciate that. You said church. Marcel, we've been on this call for 42 minutes and now I've got to get back to work. I would love to see midday calls limited to 30 minutes with the call outs and targeted levels. Hey, Tanberry, just go look at the channel in the group. When a tangent is coming, it got to come out, brother. It got to come out. But the levels will be in the group for whatever plays we take. All right. I'm one of those that feel out of place when people are superficial. I hate. No, hey, well, you're me. You're me, and I am you, Michelle. I'm the same way. This is why, like, I don't care, but like it's like I go out places sometimes. This is I stopped like doing like this whole like networking thing too. Because I came from, and I promise y'all in 5 minutes I'll get back to the charts. All right. Coming from the background that I came from, right? I went to Morehouse College, studied business management and finance, worked in a super corporate environment, did like consulting, public advisory, financial management, all of that stuff, right? So I've been around some of the snootiest and snobbiest of people who grew up with, second, third generation doctor lawyers as their father, grandfather, and so forth, right? My pops worked at a grocery store. Like we was not getting it growing up. So to me, it was like important to go the route of corporate, make some money so I could be different, I guess. But in reality, what I was doing was becoming more like somebody else, this archetype. And I had a real old school lifestyle. Like I'm 25. I got a house. I'm on my second house at 25. I'm driving around in a nice car, and the girl that I was dating was all about it looking good because it was like a power couple situation, and it ain't feel good. It did not feel good. It looked good, but then when you get even deeper into it, you realize that the things that look good that don't feel good don't even look good no more. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to a point I was just like, yo, this life thing is not about anything that we can touch. It ain't about anything that we can put our hands on. Right? That's a part of the game that makes it a little, enjoyable, entertaining, right? It gives you, a life experience. But we're spiritual beings having like a physical experience. So it's just like, what are we really doing here? The things that people are like shoving in your face because this is really what's happening. What people lead with is what they bought into is what's going to help them be like seen and heard, right? So at the very end of the day, all humans are the same. We try to differentiate ourselves. You even hear me talking about how we're different than certain groups, which is true, on certain levels. But on the deepest of levels, we're all the same, and everybody wants to be seen, heard, and felt. Right? That's it. That's a basic human need. So what you see is just a bunch of just misguided antics that people use to try to be seen, heard, and felt. And we've already been validated before we came here, so you don't need anything external to be seen, heard, and felt. You just need to tap in with who you already are. But there's a lot of people that skip that part because it can be a little bit scary if you lack understanding. So what they do is they go and they just reach for everything that they can physically grab, which is something that has been sold to them through media, through marketing, from people that are soulless. And now they're adopting this soulless identity of just like, here, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got, look at this, look at me, look at me. And it's just like, what you're really saying is like, can you look at me? Not, you know what I'm saying? That's really more what the disposition is. Can you look at me? Can you approve of me? Can you validate me? Can you tell me that I'm special? Right? Y'all feel me? All right, let's get back into these charts because I don't want nobody beating me up. I don't want nobody beating me up like, we came here to make money. You're talking about life. What does life have to do with money? All right. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna actually take Dollar General. I'm gonna take Dollar General. I like where it's at. We got 38 minutes left. I'm gonna give you guys these levels in just a second. So I would like to see Dollar General. And we could target about 151 would be a nice target. I'll say 151. And I'm gonna go next week's contracts. Could be risky and go tomorrow, but I'm gonna go next week's contracts. All right. So give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta honor my word and flip over to the group and put this in here. All right. So we're gonna go Swing King callouts. Y'all see these profits, right? All right. At everyone. We are taking Dollar General. $155 puts next Friday expiration. All right. All right, y'all. So that's the play. That's the play. We're taking next Friday expirations on Dollar General. And we're swinging this bad boy. All right. Y'all give me 1 second because I'm going to go ahead and get mine. Let me flip off screen for a quick second. Appreciate y'all patience too, but listen, you get so much more than what you bargained for when you come here. Give me 2 seconds to get into this play. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna walk you guys through it as I'm getting into it, so you know exactly which one I'm taking. All right. Good thing about this is it's also not very expensive, I believe. For those who are on a certain budget. All right. So we got Dollar General. Again, as y'all are coming in here, man, please hit the like button. Just doop one time, man. Where else can you go after you get off work, while you at work, and go pick up some money real quick? All right. All right. So Dollar General. Let's see it. All right. So I'm gonna go DG. I'm gonna go puts. Make sure y'all do that. I'm gonna go puts. I'm gonna go buy to open. And we gonna go 3-6. We're gonna go 3-6. Throw a few little contracts on there. All right, so 155 puts, 3-6. And we are in there. Simple as that. Oh, but look though. I'm not a financial advisor, so this is not at any way on any level financial advice. Like, it's not financial advice at all, but sometimes it be working out, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that since I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, you have to understand that anything that you get into, you're making it with your own good old brain up here, right? It's your decisions. You've done your own research, your own due diligence, all of that good stuff, right? You were taking these plays on your own merit, not because some random guy with locks on YouTube is telling you to get into it. Even though it done worked out 6 out of 6 times this week, I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. All right? So lock in, y'all. We just took DNG. Now I'm about to flip back to y'all so y'all can let me know, what other things you want to see. And we'll get those analysis right, and we may even be able to take a second one, by the end of the day. Okay. Let me come. I gotta come back in the group one time just to tell them 3-6 because they may not. I just want to make sure that they catch that 3/6/26 expiration. All right. All right, we good now. Perfect. Perfect. All right, y'all. All right, what y'all want to see? Y'all let me know what y'all want to see. You said already up. I'm telling you. Yeah, puts. Yeah, we already up in Dollar General. If you look, it's been dropping. So let's do it. This is what this YouTube is all about. Can we look at Mara? Absolutely, Ozone Oso. Let's look at Mara real quick, y'all. Let's have a look. A little look see. All right. Mara. Mara might be a good one. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay. Mara's actually not bad. Mara has it's a doji, but what it's truly forming is a bearish harami, which it's an inside candle of a more it's like a reverse of a bullish engulfing, right, or a bearish engulfing. So this is a bearish harami. This could absolutely fall down to about 771. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I like it. I'm not going to signal this one because there's just a few things that I'm not seeing. Like I'm not seeing the order block that I want to see in terms of the actual rejection, and also there are quite a bit of red candles to the left. So if crypto got any sort of push, you got to also understand this, y'all. Crypto is a 24-hour market. If it got any sort of news, people can take full advantage of entering overnight. You could get a surge overnight, right? So we want to be careful when the moves are not, as obvious, or they're not sitting at order block levels where there's also the institutional support that's going to push it in a certain direction. Okay? So not a bad setup, but I see a lot of cleanup that could take place over here if there's just one little thing that happens, in the crypto space. So to me, it's not bad, but there are better quality plays and setups that we could take. So I'm going to actually not take that. But to the upside tomorrow, if we get above 885, I'd be interested in taking calls on that. So y'all could put that down, 885, for a level of possibly day trading it to the upside tomorrow. All right. What else I got for me? Man, okay. Yeah, put on DG, Tiffany. Okay, Snow and Microsoft. All right, let's look at Snow. Okay. Oh, and Denise, I think you asked me what I was eating earlier. I'm eating these are blackberries. I think I did see that comment. My bad for the delay on the. We was getting into that Dollar General. Snowflake is cool. Again, I'm not a fan of taking yes. All right, so y'all know how the strat method goes. Y'all know that we have a fail to up right here, and it could fall and come to this this area right here, like 152. It does have a decent place that it could fall. However, we don't know if this double bottom is still in play. This is important, y'all. Please take note on this, okay? we don't know if the double bottom is still in play. So look, we got this come down here. We formed a bottom. We came up, formed a bottom again, and we got a fail 2D, and it's pushing up, and now we got a fail 2 up. So yes, a little fair value gap has been created right here. Matter of fact, why is my fair value gap not turned on? So there's a little fair value gap right there that it may want to come and fill, but it could come fill that and then push up, or it may not even come down there, because if you look at this failed 2 up, it still has a higher high and a higher low. And it's actually still currently in an uptrend, a short-term uptrend. So again, y'all, the trend line, the friend line, always draw the trends. So the speed of this slope, tomorrow it could it could bounce right off of this and go crazy up to this fair value gap right here. You know what I'm saying? So context is always important. Whenever there's some sort of candlestick or pattern, we always got to keep context at the forefront, right? You want to be thinking in multiple ways, right? You want to be able to look at something from a bunch of different sides, like flip it around. You know how people be solving the Rubik's cubes, and they gotta make sure that there's something on the other side, because they can make a move up here, but if this color not matching up like they think it should, it ain't even gonna really matter what they do up here. So you got to look at it from different angles before you can even make, your first decision. So though a 2 up is a reversal signal, it still could just be one bad day or a breather day in what's really a uptrend. You see what I'm saying? So I got the trend line drawn. We'll watch Snow to see how it behaves tomorrow, but definitely not taking this. And I'm not saying I'm not taking it and it's definitely not going to work. But what I'm saying is that we could get a better setup than this to get way more money up out of it. All right. So let's see. Again, y'all, as y'all come in here, if this has been helpful for y'all, man, just do me one favor. I never gatekeep levels or any information. All I need you to do is just hit that like button. All right. Just boop one time for me. All right. Is it too much to ask? All right. Snow. I looked at Microsoft already. Enphase, Dell, Starbucks. Okay. Let's go Enphase. Y'all already know how I feel about Enphase. We called that leap, way back in the back. And y'all see what's going on with that. It's still up from when we got in. But this is falling. Ooh, we might be. This might be a solid one, Spence. Cause at minimum, this thing could come to like 43.66. This might not be a bad one, y'all. Shout out to Spence for this one. This might not be a bad one. So it's two ways y'all can play this. Technically, like based on technicals, we do have a confirmation after a 2 up, a failed 2 up, and not just a random failed 2 up like what we just saw on on Snow, right? We got a failed 2 up off of a bearish reversal, right? A bearish order block. So what that tells me is that today was the confirmation day to the downside. There's nothing but green down to down to about 43.63. That's a cool target. This wouldn't be a bad play to to swing to next week. However, if you're more conservative and you want to see a little bit more before you make a decision, this is a huge fair value gap, y'all. It's bounced at the center of this gap already. So this will be a retest of this gap, of the center of the gap. And if we can break through it, like break down below, I would say about $43, then yeah, it could come and close this up pretty nicely. So I'm not going to actually take this, but it's not a bad setup at all. To the downside. Yeah, I'm not going to signal it myself because I would take a little bit more of a conservative approach. of it breaking down, below 43. But it's a double top, is what it is. It's a double top. Bearish reversal at the bearish order block. Institutions are pushing it down. It's got some decent volume. Like that's not a bad play. It's not a bad play at all. All right. Again, y'all, as y'all are coming in here, man, continue to like this thing up, like it up. Doop, 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 doop. All right, that's all I ever ask from you all. Let me take a little intermission and go to Path, because we took this and we took profits. Again, I just want to make a quick reminder, y'all. And it may not happen today, it may happen tomorrow. But if tomorrow we close outside of this wedge, we are getting right back into it and making more money. Okay, keep that in mind. Especially if it closes above this fair value gap, which is at about 1097. That's the top of it. So if we can get like up here, oh man, this would be such a beautiful play. And we could play that right into this bearish order block, get about $2 out the deal on a stock that's priced at $10. That is a lot of money coming your way. Okay. So we're going to be watching this tomorrow for the close. Again, we made big money on it today from calling it yesterday. But we're going to watch it tomorrow for the close, and it's going to be another opportunity to re-enter that. All right. All right. What else did we have? We had what else did y'all have? He said Oracle. Hold on, Dale, Starbucks, and Oracle. All right, so let's do Dale. And I want to find another play, y'all. So like, this is what I'm gonna do, and I need y'all to bear with me. If the play is not if it's not something that looks like we could get into it today, then I might just breeze past it. Okay. Yeah, Dale looks good for a reversal. Fell 2 up. It looks good for a reversal to just retrace this candle right here. I'm not going to take it, but I definitely will be interested in day trading it tomorrow for the confirmation day. All right, so I'm gonna skip through this, but again, y'all, for Dale tomorrow, just watch for it to open up slightly bullish, and then if it can fail today's close, then we could be looking at it to the downside on a on a day trade, 30-minute or 2 hour. All right, so Dale, keep that on your radar for you for your day trading tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna breeze through these so that we can find one that's another one that we could actually enter. All right, so Starbucks. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Starbucks ain't bad, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Starbucks ain't bad. Starbucks could definitely come down. It could come down right. It could be an easy, just fair value gap fill right here to $96. Just a little $2 play. This is solid. Let me also do this. Let me draw these. Again, y'all, I practice what I preach. Okay, so we're gonna draw this trend line. We're gonna draw the trend line. It ain't quite there. It ain't quite. There we go. Yeah. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. Again, Starbucks could fall down. This is me just kind of like using my, just what my intuition, my pattern recognition, what I'm seeing. I do believe that Starbucks can come down tomorrow. We could open up tomorrow. This thing could already be in the fair value gap, right? But I'm not going to signal it. What I would rather see is another touch of this trend line in this bearish order block. If we get another rejection off of it, it'll be a much sweeter day trade, because then we could take 0 DTE and ride it into the fair value gap. All right. If this pops up tomorrow and we swing it, you might be like, oh, it's not working. And some people might get out and take profits. And take their loss too soon. But on this, we could actually wait to see if it does want to get another tap of this trend line right here, and then the fail. The double tap, right? 2-day tap, like you get another tap of something, on a trend line like this, and then it breaks down. It's way more. The probability is way higher because it's a retest. All right. So we got the reversal signal here with this doji, but I'm not going to swing it. I'm going to wait until tomorrow to see how we open, because we might get a little bullish surprise on a couple of stocks. And then if we can reject this trend line, we'll find it on a lower time frame for entry. All right. But solid one. That's a solid one. All right. Again, man, y'all keep on coming in here. Y'all keep on liking this up. Man, we're going to keep getting this money. We're going to keep making sure that y'all, really, really understand this on the deepest of levels, to the point where you're able to just wake up and go use the stock market like an ATM. All right. Oracle. And I'm going to come back around to y'all comments in a second, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure we get the bet. Okay. Oracle, not quite. You see, not quite. It hasn't broken out of this little trend right here yet. So it's cool, but not quite. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on it explaining why, because I want to see if we can get to another play. All right, but Oracle is getting there. A break above 155, I'd be interested in Oracle. Let's see. Man, y'all got a lot of requests, huh? All right. Let's see. Damn. Okay, Apple and then SoFi. We're gonna get to it, y'all. How much time we got? We got about 18 minutes left in the market. Apple. That's not Apple. Hold on, Apple's on my watch list. What am I doing? Let's just go right here. Again, y'all, if it's not like a beautiful setup, I'm just gonna breeze right past it. Yeah, Apple got a piercing pattern, y'all. This looks clean to the downside. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's a 3-2 setting up. All right, look. So this is what we're gonna do. It's two ways you can play this. All right. It's two ways you can play this. I gotta come back on screen with y'all. Like, y'all gotta feel me on this. There's two ways y'all can play this Apple. Okay. It's the same setup as what we caught a bag on MRK with today. Same setup. It's a 3-2 forming on the daily. We already caught Apple to the upside. This same thing. You see, I got the targets on Apple. It hit every target. It's exhausted. It is a piercing pattern coming down into it. Now let me flip back so that you can see what I mean by piercing pattern. Right? It's a piercing pattern, meaning that it's traded more than 50% into the previous candle, right? So it made an attempt to go higher into this fair value gap and it rejected. All right, it rejected, right? We also got a lot of rejections up here. This is close enough to call this somewhat of a double top, right? It's rejecting with the piercing pattern. That is a very high probability reversal pattern. All right, we got these fair value gaps right here that need to be cleaned up to the downside, right? A big gap right here as well. This could definitely begin to come down. All right. So there's two ways we could play this. We could swing it, right? You could swing it. And like I was just talking about, we might get a possible little small pop in tech tomorrow before coming down. So if you don't like waking up to being down, it may be a better move to just wait until tomorrow and let tomorrow turn into a 2 candle, a 2 down. So with this piercing pattern, like I said, it's highly reversal. A high probability of reversal, but just like any reversal signal, it needs a confirmation. So tomorrow can be the confirmation day. And I say that we just wait until tomorrow to just let the 2 candle form, take out the lows and crush it to the downside. All right. So if you're in the Prosperity Collective, you'll get that automatically. We'll, when we wake up, this will be something that's definitely what we're looking at on the watch list and something that we might take in the first 15 minutes of the market, depending on how things shape up. But really beautiful setup. Like, definitely keep this one on y'all radar, y'all. This could definitely come down crazy tomorrow. All right. This is a beautiful setup. All right. And again, I'll update TPC with targets, but we could see this down here at like 267. All right. All right. What else y'all got for me? Again, y'all keep liking this, liking this live, man. Heart it up. We're gonna keep feeding y'all the business. We're gonna keep throwing y'all slam dunks, alleys, like my man in the group, lobs. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right, SoFi. And we got about 14 minutes left in the market. Let's see what we can go with SoFi. Again, y'all, if it's not a good setup, I'm not going to even waste you or my time before the market closes. We're trying to find the best of those that are submitted. All right. So if I see nothing, I'm not even going to go into why I see nothing. All right. Okay. I see nothing. I see nothing on SoFi. What was the other one? Okay. MU. Oh shit. mRNA and MU. Okay. Again, y'all, if I see nothing for the sake of for time, I'm just again not gonna I'm not even gonna waste time on trying to analyze it. All right, let's see. Not clean enough. What else? Walmart. And I will say MU did break below that trend line, but it's not clean enough because the wick is too heavy. It's too much of a wick. Walmart. Yeah. No, we could get bounce action in this fair value gap right here. Like it could come down. Yeah, not clean enough. Let's see, Dell. And you said they got an earnings call, so I'm probably definitely not gonna take it. Yeah, I mean it got a fail to up, but it's not like. Well, we looked at this already. I'm tripping. And the fact that they got earnings, I'm definitely not gonna take it. Yeah, DG is fire. I'm telling y'all, we already in that. All right, let's see. Yeah, exactly, Isaiah. You already know. AMD to the downside. Let's see. Let's see if AMD is there. Yeah, because we already talked about AMD in other lives. Yeah, I know I have levels for AMD. So AMD, if it's not cracking below 190.97, we not too much concerned with it, because that's where the real play is going to be made. Not quite there yet. Yep, it had a bearish day, but that's not enough to just get in just because. All right, so that's not clean enough. All right, appreciate y'all feeding these plays. KTOS. Again, y'all, we just looking for the cleanest setups, because this is how we gonna make money every day, right? And if not every day, as many days out the week as humanly possible. Okay, this not bad. This not bad. KTOS is not bad. Failed two up, triple bottom. Failed two down, triple bottom. Only thing I'm concerned about is the pressure that can come in from these fair value gaps. And it could reverse and want to come down and fill some of these to the downside. So, it's not a bad play. I don't know a ton about this company, I'll be real with you, which is the reason why I'm not gonna recommend this one. Okay, but if you guys do want to keep an eye on this for tomorrow, if somebody wants to volunteer to kind of just monitor this and let me know how it's going, we may be able to catch something on the on the intraday basis. But yeah, we That's not clean enough for what we looking for. All right. All right. What else? No, for sure, for sure. And again, y'all, like I said, I appreciate all of these that y'all are sending in. And when I say something not clean enough, it don't mean that y'all didn't do a good job going and finding one, right? It just simply means that we need to get through these. We need to get through these requests so that we can find the best one. All right, that's all that is. CVX could be good because we got all this, this stuff with war and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not bad. This could be this a double three. Ooh, this might not be a bad one right here. Hold up. Oh, come on. Come on, Trading View. Don't do me like that. Now all of a sudden my Trading View want to act funny. Come on. Don't do me like that. All right. Well, either way, this is crazy. It's not. I'm trying to like expand it. It's not. But we do have all right. We got a double three, which is very bearish, coming off of this bearish order block. Right. It did attempt to go higher today, and it formed a three. I would love to take this off. Tomorrow. I don't want to swing it. Only reason is because there we go. The only reason I don't want to swing it is because it's so like elastic, right? And when I say that, meaning like it's sensitive, meaning that something could happen in the news that is like, oh, we got a peace agreement or something like that, and it can completely change the trajectory of this, right? Well, peace would bring it down, but if it could be like, okay, there was a strike or there was some sort of attack that could shoot it right back up. So something that is, when there's a stock that's super sensitive to news events, and especially news events that could occur like in the in the middle of the night or something like that, like war, we wanna more so day trade this. So this is not a bad setup at all. But let's see if we can get that 3-2 completion tomorrow. All right, so I won't swing that, but solid. Again, as y'all are coming in, man, dupe it up. Doop, 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 doop. Matter of fact, if you haven't liked this video yet, can you take the time to just explain to me why you don't like it? Why you haven't liked it yet? I don't really want you to explain it, but if you were going to explain it, you might as well just go ahead hit the like button. You feel me? All right, mRNA. This might be the last one we can get to have a realistic, shot at it. Let's see. Yeah. I like it, but with the fail to up right here, it could possibly do a little bit of a little pump fake tomorrow. But yeah, this is a double top, very clean. Matter of fact, where's my yeah, all right. I like this a lot. I'm definitely gonna put this on the radar for tomorrow. So we looking at Apple very closely tomorrow. We're looking at mRNA very, very closely tomorrow. CVX, yeah, we'll look at, but these are stocks that could go really crazy, right? Moderna looks like it could go silly to the downside. I'm just not gonna take a put coming off of a failed 2D. And it could be trying to retest a little bit more into this order block. We might get like a little sweep up here and still make the move, but it might want to come and take people out of their stop losses first. So we always want to be 2 steps ahead. But yeah, Moderna looks really clean. Definitely gonna keep that on the radar. Not gonna take it though. So with about 5 minutes left in the market, it looks like D&G is gonna be the only thing that I actually take. And And yeah, nah, for real, Spence done called about 3 solid ones that definitely will pan out tomorrow, in the form of a day trade. So yeah, shout out to Spence on that one. They say Tiffany back. No, absolutely, Tiffany, you are very welcome. All right, what y'all talking about? Let me get in the chat real quick. He said Tammy thought she went back to work. He said already took. There we go. Hold on, I'm not even looking at my DNG on my Dollar General. It's already up 30%. Come on. DG done Dollar General done already hit. Oh, let me go look at this. I ain't even looking at it. God damn. Hold up. Yeah, Dollar General done already. It ain't hit. Like clearly it has more of a target to go to, but to see it as it was happening and for us to catch it now, it's a fail 2 up, which makes it even more probable to go to the downside tomorrow. Because now we don't just have a doji off of the bearish order block. We have a fail 2 up. This is a picture perfect setup. So we're gonna stay in it. But yeah, if you want to take profits off of that now, then feel free. If you just want to take Friday off, like I don't even want to trade tomorrow, I don't want to look at it. Take profits now. Absolutely. But we call nothing but bangers over here. I just want you to understand that. All right? Nothing but bangers. All right? Look, retire from 925. 88% on D. Come on. Listen, man. See ya. Yes. Tanveri was like, nah, I got it. He's like, Tanveri like, what job? He like, this is my job. Right? He like, trading is my job. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. Oh, okay. CELH. Let's look at that real quick. I ain't even see that one. Is that Celsius? I'm trying to tell you something, man. Celsius. Yeah, that's a huge fail 2 up. It could definitely come down tomorrow. It's definitely starting to fill this gap. Yeah. I'm not gonna take it, but I will definitely keep that on the radar. That's some pretty cool stuff there. It's pretty cool stuff. All right. But yeah, that's what I got. Let me jump back to y'all. I know I've been missing these comments. I want to make sure I get to y'all. Again, if y'all are here and y'all have not liked this live, just hit the button. We giving out money. Just hit the button. All right. Doop. Just doop it up for me real quick. Exactly. Just hit the doop 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 for me one time. All right. And y'all, I think I must say I think this might have been the biggest live yet, y'all. Y'all see the numbers are steady creeping. I think at one point we had like almost 100 people in the live. So shout out to y'all, man, continuing to show up. This TPC stuff, this YouTube thing is a movement. All right. If you are not involved, get involved. If you have not heard about us or you're not familiar, get familiar. Okay. We get real results in your real personal life and in your trading life. Okay. We're not charging an arm and a leg. All right. We want to see y'all make money. We're not trying to take y'all money. You understand what I'm saying? If you have been on the fence about joining communities because of the things that you've seen and the antics and the manipulation from other places, then we apologize on their behalf. All right. But if you're ready to really start cooking, if you're ready to get down with the real and really understand this for life, right? I'm not saying you got to be a part of it for life. I'm saying you want to understand this trading thing for life so that you can take care of yourself. You're not going to need us. If you really want to learn it and you're tired of going back and forth, you're tired of the rat race, right? You're tired of like just the show of it all. And you just want to understand how to do it so that you can be free. Join TPC. Damn, that rhyme. I wasn't even trying to rhyme that, yo. It just be happening like that sometimes. I wasn't trying to rhyme. They wasn't trying to rhyme. Man, it's love. It's love. It's nah, yeah, take the profits. When you're making a comeback, take profits as you can for sure. Got a video or some reading material when to take profits on leaps. Yeah, we got some of that. I'll post it in the group. We got something on like entries and exits. But yeah, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Eat you some fruit. Keep yourself grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out and enjoy your real life. You know what I mean? Stay consistent with your self-reflection. Keep you one of these for your life and your trading. And consistently just write out in there. And then take you some moments, maybe once a week where you just go and you reread it. Reflect. You know what I'm saying? Do a weekly review. Check out what your profit and loss is looking like. Check out what, what your strategies are looking like. Back test them. Take that time for yourself. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm about to go enjoy my life. All right. It's been a pleasure, man. Shout out to everybody that got into D&G. We're going to come back and we're going to hit them again tomorrow. I'll be back on here live tomorrow to let you know how those results went. But yeah, man, remember, invest smart, live free. I'll see you at the next one. Peace. Hey, that's real, Billy. That's real. Appreciate that. All right. I'm up out of here.